Good day everyone, my name is Myla Tikanda and my topic is about the rating scale. So, introduction. Rating means judgment of one person by another. This is one of the oldest method of personality assessment. Rating scale is provide systematic procedure for obtaining, recording, and reporting the observer judgment. Rating means measuring an attribute of object or person by judgment in continuum. For example, is school marks or grades, performance, appraisal rating of an employee in an organization. So, sinasabi dito ang rating scale is ito yung kung paano natin i-rate yung mga, like for example, yung grades ng students or yung ginawang performance ng mga employee or mga students na gina-organize. So, a rating scale can define a standardized method of recording interpretation of behavior, which is totally based on observation, strictly in line with the educational objectives. Or rating scale is a tool used for assessing the performance of tasks, skills, level, procedures, qualities, quantities, or end products, such as reports, drawing, and computer program. So, rating scales is, define natin siya through sa behavior ng nag-perform or nabibigyan natin ng mga educational objectives. Or kaya ang rating scale is ginagamit siya through judging to performance and also the mga skill, level, procedure, qualities, or products of things, like for example yung paggawa ng reports or drawings and computer programs. So, types of rating scale is first, descriptive rating scale, second, graphical rating scale, third, numerical rating scale, fourth, comparative rating scale. So, descriptive rating scale, in which descriptive phrases or terms assigned to each trait, the rater enters the appropriate phrase after each name to indicate judgment of the person. So, sa descriptive rating scale, ito yung kung dito natin nakikita yung mga excellent na, good or bad na pag-rate natin sa ginawa or sa isang tao. Excellent ba or good, yung or kaya maganda yung average, below average, or mahina. So, provide for each trait a list of descriptive phrases from which the rater select the one most applicable item being rated, selected usually by means of a check mark. So, ano nga ba yung dapat i-rate to student? Kumbaga, kung tama ba yung pag-participate nila or hindi. Sinasabi dito, kumbaga, ito na yung pag-check mark ng mga ginawa nilang pagpa-participate. So, number 2, graphical rating scale. The graphic rating scale is one of the most popular and simple technique for appraising performance. It is also known as linear rating scale. In this method, the printed appraisal form is used to appraise each employee. So, sa graphical rating scale, papalab na dito yung mga performance nila bago natin sila apply. Like for example, di ba, pag-apply ng yung tinitignan natin yung mga performance, kung dapat ba sila sa work na to, ganun. So, this is the first example of rating scales. Then, to the performance level, work dimension, poor, fairly poor, fairly good, good, excellent. Kung lagi ba silang attend sa attendance. Kung naka-check naman to sa fairly good, okay naman, or di kaya excellent. So, pwede mo na siyang i-pass or ganun. Kung okay yung behavior niya. So, ito yung example ng rapid rating scale. So, number 3, numerical rating scale. A numerical rating scale, or NRS, is basically any scale which renders a quantitative symbolization of an attribute. Numerical rating scale, ito yung numbers. Kung ito yung sample niya, diba? Kung nakikita natin dito yung 0 up to over 10 ba yung performance na bibigyan natin sa kanila, or 1 over 10 or 2 over 10, ganun. So, the rater assigns a code numbers and approximate number for each trait of the person being rated, arranged in order to the degree, level, intensity, or frequency which they indicate possession or lack of occurrence of each trait. So, as you can see, ito yung example ng numerical rating scale sa part of this LEGO pain assessment tool, diba? 0 up to 10, diba? Kumbaga, as long as no pain can be ignored, kumbaga, maganda yung performance nila, pwede natin silang i-rate to 0 over 10 if ever na good yung performance nila, and also naman kapag mild pain naman to the 2 over 10. Yung degree level, this is the example like the pain assessment tool. So, comparative rating scale, the rater has a complete knowledge of the activities of the given groups or individuals. In this, the person make a judgment about an attire, attitude, object by comparing it with similar others. So, to the comparative rating scales, ito yung kung paano natin i-rate yung mga activities na binibigay natin through individual or groups. Example nito yung mga student, diba? Binibigyan natin sila ng activities, mapa-group man or individual, like for example sa reporting nila, groupings ba, kumbaga nagtulungan ba sila or hindi. Kaya that's the comparative rating scale. To individual naman, kung ginawa ba nila yung best nila, nag-effort ba sila, yes, that is a comparative rating scale. So, rank order comparison, for example, preference for toothpaste brands using rank order scaling. So, sa brands na to, diba, toothpaste, example na to siya to the comparative rating scale. Ito yung kung paano natin i-rate yung product ng toothpaste na to. Like for example, to the Crest, Colgate, Close Up, kung ano yung pagkaka-iba-iba nila. So, that is a rank order comparison. So, we have a principle for preparing rating scale. It directly relates to learning objectives. They need to be confined to performance areas that can be observed. Clearly define the specific trait or mode of behavior. The trait or behavior should be readily observed in a number of situations. Allow some space in the rating scale card for the rater to give supplementary remarks. So, sinasabi dito, dapat directly relate tayo sa learning objective na nakikita natin sa performance or gagawin nila. And also, they need to be confined yung mga performance na na-observe natin sa kanila. And clearly, dapat clear yung specific mga behavior nila. So, the trait of behavior, kung paano nila yung mga behavior nila na obserbahan or sa situation na ginagawa nila. So, dapat may space yung pag-rate natin na ibinibigay sa kanila, like supplementary remarks yon. So, all readers should be oriented to the specific skill as well as the process of rating in general. Have expert and well-informed raters. So, dapat kung magre-rate tayo, dapat may mga specific skill na process na ginagawa, and also dapat expert na tayo or informed na tayo about sa pag-rate. So, the characteristic of rating scale are valuable judgment about attributes of one person by another person. Most commonly used tool to carry out structural observations and make quantitative judgments about qualitative attributes and provide flexibility to judge the level of performance or presence of attributes among subjects. So, kailangan valuable yung mga i-judge natin tungkol sa isang tao or sa iba pa. So, most commonly na ginagamit is yung mga structures observation, like kung ano yung na-obserbahan natin sa kanila. And dapat we have a make quantitative judgment tungkol sa mga ginagawa nila or personality nila. So, provides flexibility. Kumbaga dapat i-judge natin through level yung mga performance nila based sa kanilang about sa kanilang subject na ginagawa. For example, nito to student. So, Guilford 1954 identified that rating skill must have following basic characteristics which must be taken care of while constructing a rating scale. So, sinabi ni Guilford in the year 1954, na-identify niya na ang rating scale dapat may pagkakasunod-sunod ng characteristic na ginagawa. That is clarity, relevance, variety, objectivity, uniqueness. So, dapat may clarity or also relevance, kumbaga mga variety. First of all is objectivity or yung pagkakaiba, uniqueness. So, uses of rating scale to evaluate skill, product, outcome, activities, interest, attitude, personal characteristic. So, dapat ma-evaluate natin yung mga skills na ginagawa nila, yung product na outcome na binibigyan nilang product, or also activities, kung ano yung interesting na i-rate natin sa kanila, yung mga attitude, personal, and also yung mga characteristic. And the advantage of rating scale, easy to administer and score, wide range of application. The analysis of answer received per rating scale question is quick and less time consuming. Easily used for large group, also used for quantitative methods. May also be used for assessment of interest, attitude, and personal characteristic, used to evaluate performance and skills. Rating scale are adaptable and flexible research instruments. So, ang advantage ng rating scale is easy natin na administer yung mga score na binibigyan natin sa kanila, and also yung mga malalaking application na ibibigay natin sa kanila, and also yung mga analysis answer na nare-receive through rating scale about question is naliless or nata-time consuming natin yun, and easy natin siyang nagagamit to the large group. That is the advantage of rating scale. Also, nagagamit natin siya quantitative methods, and also nagagamit natin for assessment interest, like pag based sa attitude and personal characteristic na binibigyan natin, and na-evaluate natin yung performance and skills. And rating scale are adaptable, and kumbaga through research or instrument na about sa performance na ginagawa nila. Na-adapt ng rating scale, yun siya. So, and also useful for teacher, knowledge of progress of student, comparison, removing weakness, motivation. So, useful siya sa mga paggamit ng mga teacher, and also mga knowledge of progress ng student, comparison, pag-alis ng weakness, kung paano natin sila i-judge, kumbaga i-motivate, yun siya. So, the disadvantage naman ng rating scale is, it is difficult to fix up rating about many aspects of an individual. Measures can result in a decrease in objectivity. Due to chances of a subjective evaluation scale may become unscientific and unreliable, lack of uniformity with which terms are interpreted by the evaluator. Ang disadvantage ng rating scale is mahirap natin siyang ma-fix yung mga pag-rate about kapag iniisa-isa-isa yun. So, measures, then, kumbaga, pwede natin siyang ma-decrease yung result ng objectivity, yung mga performance na ginagawa nila. And, due to chance, kumbaga na-evaluate natin yung pagiging unscientific and hindi pagiging totoo. That is a disadvantage of a rating scale. And lack of uniformity with which term are interpreted by the evaluator. Na-evaluate natin yung mga item or yung term na ibinibigay natin sa kanila. So, conclusion. In modern times, rating scale can prove very useful for evaluating behavior, attitudes, habits, personality, traits, and achievement of the student. Rating scale are of great use when used for helping teacher to evaluate student behavior. So, sinasabi dito, sa rating scale is, napoprove nila yung paggamit ng evaluating ng behavior ng mga ginagawa ng or personality ng mga student or achievements na ginagawa nila through school. Ang rating scale is also nagagamit for helping teacher, kumbaga na-evaluate nila yung student na-evaluate nila yung student, yung behavior ng mga student. Yun siya. And step in developing in a rating scale, identify the course objectives, list the specific objectives, enumerate the terminal behavioral objectives, describe the rating in qualitative and quantitative terms, summarize the rating by adding the scores, in order to place the student in different category, calculate total scores. So, sa developing, kumbaga na-develop ng rating scale, and also first is na-identify yung mga course objective na gustong kunin ng student, yung mga list na specific objective na gagawin ng student. And na-enumerate natin yung mga behavioral objective, and na-describe yung mga qualitative and quantitative terms. So, and also nasa-summarize yung pag-rate natin ng pagdagdag ng scores by order and order to place. Kumbaga, na-arrange natin yung student to different category, calculate total score. Like for example, yung entrance exam. So, improving the rating scale, identify educationally significant traits, clearly define the trait to be rated, and the scale points to be used. If the line showing the continuum is used, it should follow immediately after the questions. So, sa pag-improve ng rating scale, na-identify natin yung mga educationally significant ng mga student, and clear natin na-define yung pagbigay natin ng points. Yun. Then, yung mga line continuum is nagagamit natin yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng mga questions. So, improving the rater should know A, the value of accurate and honest ratings, B, the kinds of error commonly commit and how they may be avoided or at least minimized, and motivate the rater to do as accurate a job as possible. Select person who can provide objective and biased rating. So, dapat the rater, alam nila yung mga value or honest rating na ibibigay nila sa isang tao, or and also yung kinds error na kung paano nila maiiwasan yung mga error na pag-ugali nila, how they may be avoided, at least minimized. And also dapat ma-motivate nila yung i-read nila is motivated sa job or possible job na gusto ng tao. And also yung select, kumbaga piliin nila yung tao na dapat mag-provide ng mga i-rate nila. And factors improving validity of rating take care in the construction of the scale and the selection of the raters. Encourage rater not to rate those traits or person for which or for whom they have insufficient or no knowledge. Rate only one trait or characteristic at a time. So, yung improving validity ng pag-rate is dapat take care tayo dito. Also, yung kumbaga pagpili ng pag-rate natin, and dapat ma-encourage natin yung i-rate natin na tao about sa kanilang knowledges. And rate dapat isa lang yung characteristic na oras, characteristic at the time. So, common errors in rating naman, certain types of error occur so often in reading that special efforts are needed to counteract them. These include error due to a personal bias, halo effect, and logical effects. So, yung mga common error na nare-rate natin is ito yung mga types: personal bias, halo effect, and logical effect. So certain type of error is yung mga needed na hindi dapat i-rate is yun, personal bias, halo effect, and logical effect. Personal bias errors means personal bias error are indicated by a general tendency to rate all individual at approximately the same position on the scale. Leniency or generosity error result when the teacher tend to rate all students toward the high end of the scale. Severity error is the opposite of leniency, tending to rate all students toward the low end of the scale. Central tendency error is hesitancy to make either end of the rating scale and instead use only the midpoint of the scale. So sa personal bias error, kumbaga yung mga personal error na na-indicate to rate is and may pagka-same position of on the scale versus diba leniency or generosity error is nagre-result siya to the teacher na rating student na yung matataas na scores nila or yung performance task na i-rate sa kanila. And to the severity error is may opposite leniency tending na i-rating student about sa low grade nila. And central tendency error naman is nagkakaroon is to make either kumbaga rating scale instead na use gamitin yung midpoint of the scale dapat ay central tendency error. So halo effect naman, halo effect is an error that occurs when a rater's impression of a person influences the rating of individual characteristic. If the rater has a favorable attitude towards the person being rated, there will be a tendency to give high rating on all traits, but if the rater's attitude is unfavorable, the ratings will be low. This differ from the leniency or generosity and severity error in which the rater tends to rate everyone high or everyone low. Sinasabi sa halo effect is yung error that na i-rate nila through impression of a person is na-influensyahan dapat ng rating yung pagkakaiba ng mga characteristic and also yung favorable attitudes ng isang tao na i-rate. So there will be may tendency na dapat bigyan natin sila ng high rating on all traits kapag maganda yung performance task nila. But kapag ang raters naman is attitude nila is unfavorable, pwedeng ang rating will be low. Kumbaga, mag-iiba siya from the leniency and magkakaroon siya ng error. So, mabibigyan sila ng high or mababa na rating. So, to the logical error, a logical error results when two characteristics are rated as more alike than they actually are because of the reader's belief concerning the relationship. So, sa logical error, sinasabi dito, ang result ng two characteristic dapat ay nare-rate like dahil sa paniniwala or concerning true relationship of a person. So, that's all my report. Thank you for listening.